Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you insane PvP build. Now you guys know me, I never ever play Titan, but I did try it out recently and to be honest, I can't let it go. I know a lot of people are saying hunters are the meta at the minute with the invis, but trust me, try this build out and you guys will not lose in trials. It's pretty much free. If you're an average player, this is going to turn you into a good player. And if you're a bad player, it's going to turn you into a good player. So pretty much today's build, it's going to be scummy. But if you guys want to go flawless, this is kind of the only way to do it. Especially with the meta at the minute. Nothing's going to change. You know me, I love hand cannons. But it is hard to get flawless with hand cannons, especially in today's meta. But if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on today's video, and with that said, let's jump straight into it. So starting off with the build, we are on the Sentinel Titan using Ward of Dawn. Now, Ward of Dawn is a great super for trials, especially if you guys get onto the flag. It's pretty much a free round if you guys have this. So that is why I use it over the other supers. Then for your abilities, I use Rally Barricade, then Strafe Lift, Shield Bash, and Scatter Grenade. Now Shield Bash is really good because we can get an overshield if we get a kill with it. Then for our aspects, we're using Bastion. This is probably the most overpowered thing I've ever used. Cast your super to grant overshield to nearby allies, and then also casting your barricade grants overshield to yourself and nearby allies. Empowering it enables it slowly regenerate the overshield. So pretty much if you pop your barricade with your teammates and you've got pulsers on, you're going to get an overshield and it's constantly going to keep coming back if you guys stand near it. It's pretty broken in my opinion. Then we have Offensive Bulwark just for our bubble, and then for your fragments you can pretty much run what you want. I'm running these just for higher stats, to be honest. Most of them don't really matter. This is a good one, to be honest, because you get plus 10 resilience and it's a decent perk. Finish your final blows, that's just simply for obviously recovery, and then Echo of Domineering and Echo of Expulsion. But if you have good stats already and you don't need these bonus stats, you can play around with the build and obviously use like Echo of Remnants to improve your grenades, that sort of thing. But for me, I love running a triple 100, and that is how I achieve it through that. Now, weapon-wise, I'm going to tell you now, if you're not using the red rigs, you're going to lose. It's pretty much just the only gun you can use in trials, especially if you want a quick flawless and you don't want to mess around. Yes, there's good players, and yes, people can get around it if you're a good player. But if you're a bad player or an average player, put this on, otherwise you're going to be at a major disadvantage. And that's just facts at the minute. I know it's pretty shit, the Crucible meta, and it is really annoying. Hopefully we do get another nerf on it. But this one is your standard one from, obviously, competitive Lone Wolf Sword logic. It's crazy. It's a really good pulse rifle. Now, one thing I changed up about this setup, I've always run a shotgun, but recently I swapped to a fusion rifle. Now, I like this Null Composure. I don't have many fusion rifles, so you probably have a lot better variants to use out there, but the Null Composure is a great one. Charge time's fast, pretty much like a shotgun, but it can obviously hit further away as well, which is really good. And then I just stick a hammerhead on that. Now, for your artifact, to be honest, I don't think we're using anything from this that's going to give you a bonus in pretty much Crucible, so you can ignore the artifact. Stats wise, the only one I'd say is make sure you have 100 resilience, because it gives you your shield back quicker. And like I said, this build is all about getting that shield back for them overshields, then 100 recovery, and then I prefer 100 intellect over discipline, just so that we can get supers, because supers are going to win your matches, in my opinion. Then for the exotic, what we do in fact have is the one-eyed mask. Now, we are running a resilience mod, discipline mod, solar targeting and arc targeting, but it depends what you're using. So if we are using obviously this setup right here, I would be changing that to whatever I'm using, like Void and Stasis. So we're going to change that up now just to show you sort of what you need to do depending on weapons. Like I said, you can change these weapons. These are just the ones that are going to help you the most if you get good with them. Then for this, you're going to want a Void Loader, but we have a recovery mod. focusing strike, fastball and void loader. And quickly, just to touch up on the helmet, pretty much highlights the target who dares to damage you, track down and destroy them for an overshield. So if someone hits you first and then you kill them, you're going to be getting an overshield as well. So pretty much with this build, it's very, very common to have an overshield, which is just going to make you pretty much unkillable in the PvP. And then we are in fact using this right here. So we're going to swap that to unflinching void. Like I said, intellect mod, unflinching void, unflinching stasis. This is going to mean your pulse rifle doesn't move at all. And then for our legs, we have a resilience mod, better already, arc weapon surge and innovation, but we are going to swap that probably to a void weapon surge so that our fusion can deal more damage. And then finally for our cloak, we have a resilience mod, discipline mod, distribution, bomber and outreach. And trust me, this build absolutely goes insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you some gameplay using this, using the overshields and just destroying people in Crucible. But if you want to go flawless in trials, this is a build to do it, trust me. And as always, leave a like, I'll leave a dim link in the description, and I will catch you in the next one.
Double down. Zone A lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Double down. Zone C captured. You're winning. Stay strong. Your enemy has a power play. Shut the enemy down. And that's why we have fire teams. Your legend, Rose. Zone B lost.